Hey there, Joan Kosmichuk, your seasonal color, style, and confidence coach. And today I'm going to answer a frequently asked question, which is, do you wear cool colors if you're a winter, or if you're a winter type, are you always cool? And this question comes because there has been a lot of confusion that has happened in the seasonal color analysis industry over the years, since it was founded in 1940 by Suzanne Cahill. And if you have trained in, or if you have had your colors done by a system that calls itself seasonal color analysis, but has created pre-made palettes, and those pre-made palettes are for different seasons, and the seasons themselves are always categorized as either a warm season or a cool season, then the answer is that yes, in those predetermined palettes and systems, winters always come out cool. And therefore, if you have cool coloring, you'll probably be put into either a summer or a winter palette. If you have warmer coloring, you'll probably end up in a spring or autumn palette, whether or not that is your correct season. In the method that I have studied and learned is the Suzanne Cahill method. That predetermination of season and palette just didn't exist. Suzanne was learning and discovering about how each of the seasons was represented. And in her initial study, of course, there was the classic winter. This was a woman who had dark hair, almost white skin, and a pale blue or green eye. That was the classic winter type. It could also be someone with very jet black skin and a very bright white eye and teeth. That could also be a classic winter person. And those individuals would wear pure, undiluted colors right out of the paint tube. That was the classic winter type. And those colors, of course, were cool. But as she went along doing her exploration and working with thousands of men and women and doing their colors, she came to discover that there were various subtypes of the winter type, and that some of those subtypes had some warmth in their coloring. So, for example, you might have found someone who had black hair, very white skin, but then they had a warm eye, maybe a warm brown eye or a warm avocado green eye. She also discovered that there were women who could look quite white and pale, but who had a very warm undertone to their skin, and yet they were also people who needed the quality of that pure color that is found in the winter woman, but with some warmth. And then also those who perhaps were darker skinned, brown skinned, who had a need for more tropical colors, or those who had more vibrant coloring, who needed those tropical colors that have that warmth in them. So she created these subtypes for all of the seasons, but in the winter season, the warmer subtypes fall into these sort of three main ones. We have the dynamic winter, who shares a little bit of the spring energy. We have the exotic winter, whose coloring can sort of merge over into autumn. And then we have the tropical winter, and their colors, you could think of them kind of as parrot colors, those bright tropical colors that we would see on a parrot, like turquoise and lime green and lemon yellow and tangerine and all those gorgeous, really vibrant, pure colors, but that have warmth to them as well. And those are sort of the three generalities of the winter subtypes who have warmth in their coloring. Of course, we don't put anyone into a box, and there are so many variations. So the approach would be to look at your inherent coloring to determine what is the quality of color that you need to support you. What does that quality of color bring out in you? Does it bring out that incredible winter purity, stillness, beauty? The winters are lit from within by moonlight. Are you an autumn moon, or are you a bright silvery white moon. That gets all determined as we do the color analysis. But the short answer is no, not all winters are cool. Not all winters wear cool colors, but all winters are definitely found in the winter season. We look for them in nature. We look for them in the line of design and in the quality of color that best supports them. If you have any additional questions, I hope you'll add them in the comments below. Every now and again, I'm going to take one of those questions and answer it here on YouTube. So if you've got something you really want to know, ask Joan, and hopefully I'll be here with an answer at some time in the near future. Thanks so much for watching, and have a colorful day.